Yo, what is going on, Guardians, and welcome back to another Destiny 2 gameplay video. In this video, I wanted to really just poll you guys, my viewership here on YouTube. I know that there's tens of thousands of you who will end up watching this video, maybe even into the six figures. And I figured this would just be a wonderful opportunity to ask you guys what your reasons are for pulling away from Destiny 2. You know, it doesn't take a genius. I play this game a lot. I mean, I play a lot of this game. And you can see the player base starting to whittle down, smaller and smaller. And, you know, every now and then we get a new content drop or an update of some kind that will, you know, boost the numbers for a week or two. And then things start to taper off, you know, lower than before. And, you know, we can actually, the API in Destiny is public. So we can actually track. There's a number of websites like, you know, Destiny Tracker or Guardian.gg that will show, you know, detailed breakdowns of, you know, things that are happening in the Destiny community in terms of weapons that are being used, classes that are being used, and even things like the player population. So we can see that the population is going down in PvP. You know, the number of people who are interacting with PvP on any given day in Destiny 2. So my question is to you guys, as gamers who are or formerly were interested in Destiny 2, what's keeping you from playing Destiny 2? You know, because, you know, when we figure out what's keeping us from playing it, maybe we can give better feedback about how to rectify that. So when we find out the cause for the exodus, right, maybe we can find a solution that will help players be interested in Destiny 2 moving forward, and maybe even specifically future titles like Destiny 3. So let me propose some ideas to you. Maybe just let me know if any of these ring true for you, because I know that some of these ring true for a number of people. Number one reason, maybe you lost interest, and your interest is now shifted to another game. There's so many good games out there right now. I'm dumping lots of hours into the Division 2. I love Division 2. I'm also dumping hours into Apex Legends. I'm also dumping hours into Sea of Thieves. Like, I play a lot of games. You may just not see that all the time. So maybe that's true for you. Maybe you're just hooked on another game. If that's true, let me know. I want to know in the comment section if that rings true for you. And if so, what game are you interested in currently? Another reason that I've seen a lot of people express their feelings about is that they feel like they're at a disadvantage when they go into the Crucible, purely because they're not strictly Crucible players. I know there's a lot of people who, you know, they like to go into the Crucible every now and then to do their dailies or the weeklies, get a chance at, you know, an upgrade, or just to shoot the breeze with some friends and relax a little bit. But the Crucible is feeling less and less inviting these days, because the best weapons, the ones that are currently defining the meta, as is very accurately reflected in the weapons statistics that you can see on various websites, the meta is defined by guns that, you know, a lot of people can't get because they might not be good enough, or they might not dedicate that much time to PvP, so they don't have their hands on them. So, you know, maybe you lost interest in Destiny 2's PvP because you feel like when you go in there, you're fighting an uphill battle against guns that are better than your guns, and they're in the hands of players that are better than you. And that makes it a frustrating experience. Let me know if that rings true for you. Some people, I think this isn't a big one, but I do know that some people have complaints about this. The matchmaking. Maybe matchmaking is the thing that caused you to not want to interact with Destiny 2's PvP experience anymore. That's very possible. I know some people really don't like the connection-based matchmaking, where it doesn't really try and find a lobby that is suiting to your specific skill level. You know, some people don't like that, and I understand that. You know, I completely get both sides of that coin, and I know that some people don't like that. Maybe it's the matchmaking for you. Let me know if it is. Another thing is, maybe you just find, I think this might be more of a core issue with Destiny 2. Maybe you find the gear and the weapons in Destiny 2 not that interesting. I think that's very possible. I saw this recently in a Twitch. I was doing a streaming on Twitch, and somebody had mentioned this in chat, and it got me thinking about this particular idea. This person, I don't know if it's a guy or girl, this person noted in chat about how they just find Destiny 2 to be lacking interesting weapons and gear. And they went on to list a number of things that were unique in Destiny 1. that made them want to keep coming back, and we don't have those things that really change up the way that they can play in Destiny 2. I think there's a lot of unique stuff in Destiny 2, but I think I would agree to a point that there are fewer really unique things in Destiny 2 than there were in Destiny 1 when it comes to exotic armor, exotic weapons, etc. So let me know if that rings true for you. Maybe you're just not interested in the gear and weapons. Another thing, a lot of people, I think this might hit a lot of people. Let me know if this is true for you. Class and weapon balance makes you not want to play PvP. Maybe you just really don't like the way that the sandbox is balanced right now between the weapons and the subclasses and the supers. And I totally understand that. I know I have my own personal frustrations with weapon and class balance, and I have a lot of feedback to give on that topic in particular. Let me know if that rings true for you. Maybe that's the case. You just cannot stand the way that it is balanced right now. I think that's very, very possible. I think the last thing I would say, maybe it's more of a core issue. Maybe it's something about the game itself. It's not the balance. It's not the matchmaking. It's just that the game itself, at its core, does not interest you like Destiny 1 did. Maybe it's the weapon system. Maybe you preferred the original Destiny 2 weapon system. I don't know. Maybe it's the map designs. I think that's a core thing. I would consider map designs to be a core thing. I see a lot of people say, PvP will get a lot better when they start making better maps. And I understand that, but the reality is that this deep into Destiny 2, you're never going to see map design change the game the way that Destiny 2 plays. You might get one or two maps that are really different and you really love them, but it's two maps in this giant rotation, and you're not going to see them too often. They're going to change the way the game plays once every 2 hours. You know what I mean? When you manage to get that map in the rotation. So I would consider that a core issue. Map design is a core issue because it won't be changed before the next title releases. We might get a cool map here or there before Destiny 3, but it's not going to change the Destiny 2 experience, not by a long shot. I mean, heck, I feel like I'm cursed with my map rotation because I have like my top 3 maps, and it's like finding a unicorn when I get to play on them because I always get, I swear this is true, I've gone back and I've looked at my logged matches. I play more matches on Vostok and Equinox and Firebase, whatever it is, Firebase Alpha, is that what it's, I don't know. Firebase sucks. That one. I play those maps so freaking much, and it drives me absolutely mad. I'm like, please, for the love of God, give me Javelin 4. Give me freaking Endless Veil. Just the beta maps. Literally, if there was a playlist that was just the beta maps, I would never leave it. You know what I mean? There's some great maps in this game, and I feel like I rarely see them. It drives me nuts. So anyways, let me know. I really do want to know, what is it that's keeping you from playing Destiny 2, from really investing in it heavily? And maybe it's even not that deep. Maybe it's just that, honestly, I played a lot of it and moved on. I don't know why. I can't really put it into words. I just lost interest. Now I'm interested in something else. I totally get that. Let me know what your top 2 reasons are for staying away from Destiny 2 or not playing it as much. I want to know in the comment section, what are your top 2 reasons that you're not as active in Destiny 2? I would love to read through these. I really would. Just remember to be polite to everybody in the comments section and respect each other. Thank you so much for watching the video. Hopefully you enjoyed that gameplay, and I do hope to catch you in the Crucible sometime. Bye-bye.